Hello, everybody. This is just a run through of what we're going to do. Let's say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. That'll be the music on the first live for Black History Month. This will be our run through for next week's SEL. So starting off with this great picture of lots of black folks, some of who are still here, some of them who are not anymore. We're going to cover 4 topics this week, and they'll have 4 more topics next week. So starting off with the origins of Black History Month, Tuesday, influence of black musicians. I think later on I'm going to be doing black scientists, black writers. Those will be next week. On Wednesday, I'm doing black inventors, and then Thursday, what is Black Lives Matter? So again, this is just kind of a opening a splash page. Goes through the history of the month. It started off as a week. How did it grow? Why did we pick February? Why did Dr. Woodson pick February? More information about it, especially it's really focusing on that black people are typically misrepresented in the media, and so showing misrepresented or even just left out. And so that's more about the history. Here's a wonderful video with young people, what Black History Month means to them. And nope, we're not going to watch it. And then talking about what the colors symbolize for Black History Month. And then a final question: name one thing you learned about the origin, one thing you're still curious about. And then of course announcements at the end. We're talking about black musicians on Tuesday. The check-in. Oh, I'm sorry, I may have missed the check-in on the first day. The first check-in for the first day is choose what pill you would take. Would you want to change your body part? Would you want your pet to live forever? $500 a day. Just a quick check-in. On Tuesday, the check-in is just name a black musician that you know. And then we talk about because of course our students are familiar with hip hop and rap, but black music has had a lot of influence before that. Here's a short video that shows some musical styles that would not exist. This covers 5 of them. This next slide goes over about 20 different styles. And I also want to make sure everyone takes a moment to share this important fact that before the 18th century, there was no distinction between pop music and classical music. Popular music was classical music. But once black people started having influence, then academia said that's not really good and start making a separation. But up until that point, art music and popular music, there was no difference. All right, let me keep going. And I want to talk about cultural appropriation of black music. I talked a little bit about Elvis, but this video also talks about appropriating black hair of styles and the difference between appropriation and appreciation. And the final question is, what have you learned about black musicians' influences? Let's see. Then we're going to talk about inventions. And this is kind of fun because so many people are taught about George Washington Carver and his work with the peanut. And I'm wondering if the kids haven't heard any of that. So guess which of these inventions is made by a black person? And the answer is all of them except peanut butter. George Washington Carver did not create peanut butter. He worked with peanuts, but he didn't create peanut butter. And then I have 3 videos of Lewis Lattimore, his work with the light bulb, Lonnie Johnson creating Super Soaker, and Dr. West contribution to GPS. Let's see, keep going. Nope, we're not going to watch it. Then what you've learned about black inventors. Finally, Black Lives Matter. Just asking quick check-in. What do you know about it? And then I want everyone to know this is a 10-minute video or 9-minute and 20-second video, but it's very, very thorough and it answers all the questions. So it's important to try your best to get through the entire video. We end up with what have you learned about Black Lives Matter, what you're still curious about, and then a reminder. And I'll add to this, since this is the Thursday slide that the kids are to go off to SEL for the next day. I mean, team and family for the next day. Sorry I went so fast, but I only get 5 minutes on this program that I'm using to do. Okay, that's it. Email me if you have questions.